With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
The kickoff for Dallas.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Onward.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 27, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Well, he's the reigning MVP of the league, primarily for his work on the ground, but that arm, something special too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man that's caught for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Cowboys 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
47. Here go 46. 26.
He's back to throw here to start the drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Able to hit his target land. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the...
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. And Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the... Turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aldon Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into the middle here to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Sit hot! 180!
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 7, Cowboys nothing.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
180! Finish it up! Hey, middle. You at X. Finish it up!
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to kick. snap it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
And to anyone who gets concerned when they see a quarterback running with the football, you just let him be himself. Let him be him. And I guess what you'd say there is hard to hit what you can't catch.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target.
But it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it's complete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go, 47.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger.
Cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Antoine Woods forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Neville Gallimore in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
We'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here we go, 46. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, Looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
The kickoff for Dallas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, report! Report! Finish it on!
Dobbins running out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Past the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to... Accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Jackson. He may try to run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Onward.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Finish it up! Middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Buying, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
On on second down now. It's Elliott, power running by Zeke, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by them.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Elliott. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
What is this? Don't make me come down there.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
180! Press up!
Jackson gonna run. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Here's Jackson. He may try and run for this.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Finish it up! Sit up!
Throwing now is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Finish it up! Finish it! 180! Finish up! Report!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle here, Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
17-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw again is Jackson. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Cowboys 28. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Kill!
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Cooper was the target there. 3rd down here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
28.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.